For over 20 years, I've enjoyed a successful career in sports television. And as my career continues to prosper, many opportunities come my way. I'm more excited than ever with my newest adventure. So much so, I want to share it and involve you. My business is expanding internationally. I'm looking for business builders that are professional and motivated. If this is you and you want to learn more, act right now. Contact me at paulh@bdutv.net. Don't wait, contact me today. The Pacific Coast Triathlon, held at Crystal Cove State Park in Newport Beach, California, turned into a duathlon. Just north of where the first leg of the race was to take place, surfers were living the dream, getting rides on overhead waves. At the swim location, the shore was getting hammered, which made it an easy decision for the swim section of the race to be canceled. As the lifeguards looked on, the racers went to the other end of the beach to line up for what turned into a foot race on sand as the first element to be conquered. Thousands were on hand, and there was much anticipation for the race to begin. With little fanfare, the race was underway as the competitors jogged alongside the shore break north towards the first transition area. As the competitors finish the straight stretch of their beach run, their next hurdle is to climb uphill to the bike transition. Cheers from the crowd and signs of encouragement certainly give an added boost. Thousands entered this race, and they were all challenged with the steep climb from the beach to the parking lot. The transition to the bike has to be methodical. Every competitor has their own method, but they all have to do one thing that is vital.
Buckle your helmet, run your bike out.
As the athletes run their bikes to the point of release, waiting ahead is Pacific Coast Highway in a 12-mile bike leg. The bike leg might seem tame to most, but it's actually very technical. Knowing when to change gears, and for that matter, what gear to be in, is key. The several hills on this course make it a challenging ride. It's a 2-lap loop consisting again of 12 miles. The racers have to be very careful because drafting is not allowed, and if one receives multiple infractions, they run the risk of being disqualified. After the bike section of the race, the competitors change out their clip-on shoes to their running gear. Ahead is an awesome 3-mile run that sends the athletes north on the walkway path, dumping them onto the beach before heading south and then up a daunting hill climb. The climbs are without question the equalizer. Cross-country runners love this course. The run on the beach is vastly different than the hectic atmosphere on the bike up and down Pacific Coast Highway. Here on the beach, it's you, the surf and the sand, and the competitors by your side. A temporary reprieve before your lungs and legs start screaming again on the hill climb to come. That is where we find Henry Higginbottom, the men's leader. There's Henry and no one else near him. Come to find out that his first place finish resulted in disqualification for drafting. As the other competitors finished, we discovered later that 30-year-old Michael Sevier was awarded first place with a time of 51:15. There was no debate as to the ladies' U.S. champ. It was Stephanie Dixon McMillan. The race changed for her on the run when she went from the sand to the hill climb on the asphalt path. Stephanie took control of the race and finished with a time of 59:29. As mentioned, the race turned for her during the very last stage.
Actually, I felt a girl on me on the sand, and luckily coming up the hill, that last hill is kind of a killer, and she kind of fell off, and the last stretch, kind of a downhill slope, and I just strided it out and gained my gap there.
You're talking about the short courses, long courses. Got to be real satisfied with what you did today on a short, hilly, fast course.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, this is only my second duathlon. I did one earlier this year, and I'm kind of glad I did, because it kind of gets you used to the turnover. It's different when you run in the beginning. So I'm happy I did that, but happy with this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been nice to compare it. I did it 2 years ago, to compare it to my time then, but got to take what you can get.
One additional question for you: the course, the bike, pretty normal, back and forth a couple times. It's got some hills on it though. That's a pretty tough course too.
As far as races goes, for a sprint, this is very technical. There's a lot of shifting, so yeah, it's pretty tough out there, and it definitely wears down your legs, and then you got a hilly run, so it's not easy at all.
That is quite evident, as the competitors found out that the Pacific Coast Triathlon has many challenges, but when finished, the experience is rewarding. On a day when high surf was a surfer's delight, the Pacific Coast Triathlon, run without the swim, was still a huge success. From Newport Beach, California, and AimSports.tv, I'm Paul Higgins.